For accurate weather forecast and live news, subscribe to our Skymet Weather YouTube channel. Press the bell icon and do not miss on any of our weather news.
Welcome to Skymet. We have the National Weather Bulletin forecast for first day of August. That's the 1st of August. Monsoon remains active as it was in the past 2-3 days, mostly over the eastern and the northern parts of the country. Month of August possibly will start on a wet note for northern parts of the country and then gradually vacating the eastern parts as such. Region specific forecast coming to the east and northeast India first. Earlier we saw two low pressure areas which were there marked over parts of Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, adjoining Chhattisgarh, and the second one was over Rajasthan area. Now these two systems have merged together and we see a one well-marked system, well-marked cyclonic circulation along with that which we see over parts of Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and adjoining area. This is the one which will be the focus of weather activity in these 24 hours. Now, eastern parts of the country consisting of Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, as I said, the low pressure area has moved rather away, but with its movement now the trough is having a tendency to shift northward. Parts of Bihar, particularly North Bihar, inclusive of Darbhanga, Muzaffarpur, Gopalganj, Supaul, Sitamarhi, Madhepura, and then running up to even Araria, Purnia region, Katihar, Kishanganj will have moderate rain and thunder shower activity. No intense, no very heavy rainfall activity expected, but yes, moderate showers can be expected. Southern parts, less activity as compared to the northern ones, and similarly parts of Jharkhand and most of West Bengal region will just have light showers. Could be moderate at places, but northern parts of West Bengal, which includes your Malda, Bankura, and then even going further up Siliguri, Binaguri, Jalpaiguri, Hashimara region, and inclusive of hilly areas, Darjeeling, Kalimpong, Mrik will have moderate, possibly some heavy rainfall at few places. Northeast India, the rainfall activity is going to continue like scattered rain and thunder shower, only isolated at some places will be heavy. But then in the coming days with the trough shifting northward, Northeast India is going to come in for some intense weather activity, but that will happen about after 2 to 3 days time. Coming to the northern parts of the country, the focus, as I said earlier, this low pressure area which is over parts of Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh region, it's affecting even parts of southwest UP also, Uttar Pradesh region. So the weather activity, northern parts of Uttar Pradesh starting with even Bareilly, Pilibhit, and then going down Lakhimpur and then Gorakhpur and Bahirich. These are the pockets which will have possibly some moderate rainfall, could be heavier at places. The southern parts of Uttar Pradesh, closer proximity of Delhi, that's Agra, Mathura, even Jhansi, Lalitpur can have moderate rain and thunder shower activity. Heavy rainfall activity will be confined to most parts of Rajasthan, which earlier was confined to northeast Rajasthan. In this forecast, those parts also, that is Ajmer, Jaipur, Dholpur, Bharatpur, Alwar, and it will extend further to cover parts of say Sikar, Kota, Jhalawar, and then going down further up to even Chittorgarh area and adjoining regions of that pocket can still have some moderate to heavy rain and thunder shower activity. The only exclusive parts, that's of West Rajasthan, will be free from any significant weather activity. Even northern parts inclusive of Ganganagar, Hanumangarh, Anupgarh will have light rainfall activity. Parts of Punjab and Haryana along with Delhi can expect some spell of 1 or 2 rain and thunder shower activity, not very heavy, but then towards the later part of the day we can expect this activity. Hills, as it has happened in the past few days, that activity will continue, especially the foothills will be more vulnerable of all three, that is Jammu Kashmir, Himachal as well as Uttarakhand area. Uttarakhand a little more vulnerable than the other two in these 24 hours. Coming to the central parts of the country, not much activity, starting with Odisha and Chhattisgarh. Even most parts of Madhya Pradesh, barring northern parts of Madhya Pradesh, which will include some like Gwalior, Guna, Shivpuri, and then going down even up to Ashoknagar, Datia, Bind, Morena, this pocket will have some moderate rain and thundershower, possibly heavy at places, especially parts of Gwalior, Guna and Bundelkhand area can expect some heavy rainfall also in these 24 hours. But as we go further south, up to Bhopal we can expect this activity, but southwestern pockets inclusive of Indore, Ujjain, Ratlam, Khargon, Khandwa, that will be less activity. Most parts of Gujarat, once again, like the previous days, only light activity expected. Even the coastal parts also, that's inclusive of Surat, Valsad, Navsari, that also will just have light activity, could be moderate at some places. Konkan region also generally quiet, not much, including Mumbai, only about light to moderate. Nothing very intense expected. Actually, the trough which was marked earlier, that has become further less marked, though it is there, but it's very light. It's not giving any significant weather along the Western Ghats. Most parts of Maharashtra, barring some pockets of Vidarbha, can expect some thunderstorm activity, but then most other parts, Vidarbha and Madhya Maharashtra, will be lean from the weather point of view. Southern parts of the country remain subdued monsoon activity over most parts, drier at few places, especially Telangana, Rayalaseema, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and adjoining parts of even Karnataka, both north interior, south interior, they should generally remain quiet, very light activity expected. Even parts of Kerala also will remain light, maybe moderate at few places. That's the weather brief from Skymet. You keep watching for further information on the weather. Thanks for connecting.
Keep your family healthy by downloading Skymet AQI app and tracking air pollution of your location in real time.